It's time for Ryan's Roses, Kiss FM. Ariel, thank you for reaching out. I want to go right to it. We've been waiting to get you on the line all morning. So you come home from work, your bed is all stripped. The blinds are closed, right? The bed's stripped from all the sheets. Everything's off the bed. And you think, wow, this is odd. Looks like the scene of something. And you address it with your husband, and he says what?
He says that one of our cats puked on the bed.
Now, why don't you believe him?
And you don't believe him, why?
Right. I just, none of it made sense. Like, all the evidence, basically, like, it was just one of those great days for me where everything went faster than expected, and I made it home early. I basically got home around, like, 3:30 instead of my usual time, which is right around 6. And my husband works from home, and I texted him saying that I was on my way, but I didn't think that he saw it, or I don't know. He never responded. So I got home, and I basically found the bed stripped, and the blinds were closed, which I never closed the blinds. And I asked him what happened. And he just very quickly said, oh, Mitzi, one of our cats, got sick on the bed, and so I stripped the bed and I washed them or whatever. And I just...
But why don't you believe him?
For 1 second.
Why? Does he have a... is there something that you've always thought about? Have you been concerned?
Well, not really. Not in that sense. More so just of the scenario. Like, Mitzi, our cat, rarely goes in our bedroom. I mean, rarely. And you would think that, like, okay, if the cat got sick, there would be some sort of evidence. You'd see something in the trash or, like, towels or something. There was no evidence of her getting sick. And I couldn't smell anything. I mean, nothing, right? So I asked him why the blinds were closed, too. And he just said, oh, I don't know. And I was like,
okay.
What do you mean you don't know? And he was like, oh, well, I raised them, when I was cleaning up the mess. I'm like, wait, what? It just, none of it is making sense. And I'm afraid that he's a terrible liar. And I'm just getting it in my head that something else was going on in the bed.
How long have you been married, real quick?
We've been married
for 3
years. 3.
Ariel, she doubts her husband, doesn't believe him. Let's get into it next. Ryan's Roses. Well, it's time for Ryan's Roses. So I don't want to judge before we do it, but I think that he's lying. She comes home from work. He's working from home, married, right? All of a sudden, she goes in the bedroom. The bed is stripped. The blinds are closed. Like there was something going on there. He says one of the cats puked on the bed. Mitzi? Was Mitzi the cat? What's the cat's name? Something like that, right? Ariel?
Yeah.
We are going to call your husband and see if we can find out. Just quickly, generally speaking, has the marriage been solid otherwise? Because you're casting a lot of doubt.
Honestly, no, it hasn't been great. We got married in 2021, so it was still pandemic time, and I've just always had the feeling that his family's never liked me. I thought that they would eventually come around, but I really don't think that they have. And now we're at a point where, I want to start a family with him. I want to start having kids, and he's hemming and hawing, and I'm afraid he's just even completely changed his mind. And honestly, it just hasn't been wonderful, I'm afraid to say.
This is important. Mm-hmm. We're going to call him right now. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call and then his name. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call.
We're doing it right now. Be very quiet. Let's see if we can find out.
Who's this?
Hi, is this Derek?
Yes.
Hi, Derek. My name is Wendy. I'm calling from Burbank Blooms. How you doing this morning?
How did you get this number?
Hi. So you're in our database. We're a flower shop here on Magnolia and are offering a promotion. It's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like today.
How do I get off this list?
Oh, well, it's free roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. I don't need cash from you or anything like that.
Look, I don't appreciate calls from telemarketers. I'm on the do not call list, but that does nothing. I get these calls every day. It's driving me crazy.
I'm not a telemarketer. I just own a local flower shop here in Burbank, and We do this promotion about once a month. It's free roses. I don't need cash from you or any info from you, truly. We just hope that if you like our arrangements, you come back as a customer one day or refer us to friends and family. I apologize for intruding. It's just something that we do.
Okay.
I would just need the name of the person you want to send them to and a note, and then we can deliver them by lunchtime today if that's convenient for you, or a different day or time.
All right. Okay, cool. Send them to my wife,
Okay.
Ariel. Say with love from. No, wait.
Nice
Say
save.
I love you.
Derek, nice save. You're on the air with us right now. I need you to stay on, please. It's a nice save right there. You're sending your flowers to your wife, but you're hesitating. By the way, my name is Ryan. You're on the air with us right now. We have your wife on the phone. So I want to. We know something here. Your wife reached out to us to step in for a second. It's a public service, and so it sounded to me. And the reason I want to jump in now is because you're hesitating about sending flowers to your wife. We were told, Derek, that you were by yourself. Your wife came home early, and the bed was stripped from everything. The blinds were closed. Your wife has real doubt in your relationship. Is he there? Are you there?
No, he's gone.
Are you there? What? Is he hung up?
Yeah.
You're talking to
Ariel?
no one.
Ariel?
Oh, my
Or did he hang up?
I'm so confused.
Hold on for a second. Is he not there?
He's not there.
Derek, how long was it going on without him on the phone?
Good.
Yeah.
25 seconds.
Quite a while.
I'm sorry he hung up.
No, you don't need to apologize.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you something, Ariel. I'm very convinced.
What?
He was hesitating to send you roses, meaning he was about to send them to someone else. So I really think he was covering up for something. I do believe that. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and I know him. Like, that's not a confident, that it should not have been a question mark, and that was essentially a question
He
mark.
really struggled. I think that was very
He did.
telling.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
telling.
I'm just, I wish I could have gotten more out of him. I really didn't think he would just hang up like that, and now
Ariel,
I don't even know how to handle it when I get home. Like,
well, hold on for a second. We can't pretend to know what's going on in your relationship or what you should do. But I, along with Sissany and Tanya, we heard you say you have a lot of doubt and you don't have a good feeling in your marriage already right now. And if something is going on, you need to think about that. And also, like, what is best for you? You don't sound happy. What is going to make you happy? Mm-hmm. And there may be challenges. I don't know what they are, but if you're unhappy, you should really take a step back and think about it. And maybe this is the straw that breaks the camel's back, but it's not worth being unhappy for the rest of your life if you're not in a good marriage, Ariel.
you're right. I
Fix your marriage.
That.
You could also fix your marriage.
Right.
I don't want to choose a path for you, but I could tell before we made the call, it's not right. It's not.
Right. I know. It needs to change.
Well, good luck to you. Thank you for reaching out. I hope you get to a place of peace and happiness. Thank you, Ariel. Don't you agree?
I agree with you. I feel like I could have gotten a little more out of him without you.
Way
Well, it's my bad.
too fast.
It's
What are you
not that
talking
it's
about?
your
He hesitated.
bad. Look,
And he
there was
hung up on
so
me.
much more info we could have gotten from what he was going to write on
But
the
he hung up on
note.
me.
and Sissy
No.
could have asked him, what type of flowers do you want? Romantic, red roses, or...
But he hung up. Why'd
No,
he hang
not
up?
until you came in.
Yeah, he hung up when he heard that he was
Hung
on the
up when
radio.
you-
Yes.
Oh, so I made him hung up? Hang up? Hung up?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
I blame you.
But we don't need to blame anybody.